Last year's Galaxy J7 was a big hit. My review on the device got around 1.7 million views, and even 3 of my friends bought this device and they are still quite happy, especially because of the battery and the gaming performance. Now this year Samsung released the update, that is Galaxy J7 2016 or Galaxy J7 6. So little bit of confusion here, and in the last 1 year things have changed. Actually, a lot of devices are coming up from Chinese brands like Xiaomi, Lenovo, Leico, and their specs are just groundbreaking. So in 2016, let's see whether this Galaxy J7, which is priced at 15,990 rupees, is still worth buying. Now let's get started with the unboxing, and as you can see I have 2 boxes. One is a retail unit I bought from Flipkart and the other one is a review unit sent to me by Samsung. Now interestingly, the color of the boxes are slightly different. The review unit on the left is slightly darker. Hopefully the performance will be same. Unfortunately both of these are of gold colors, so let's unbox any of these. Let's choose the retail unit because this is the one you are ultimately going to buy. There you get my trusty knife, and there are lots of bikes on the box because just like the Galaxy J3, this device is also getting the S-Bike mode, which is a useful nice feature for the bikers. Well, the new Galaxy J7 2016 looks and feels very similar to its predecessor, but the build quality has been improved. Before I show you the device, let's quickly check the accessories. The first thing you get is the paperwork, which of course you are not interested in, so let's quickly check the earphones. And for the last couple of years, Samsung is providing this same earphone with their entry-level and also mid-range devices. Well, with a 16,000 rupees phone, you can really expect an in-ear headphone with premium sound quality, but the sound quality from these earphones are also not bad. The clarity is good, but the bass level and the punch is not exciting. So you might consider buying a premium one if you don't have already. The jack is not gold plated as expected, and the remote does not have any volume rocker. The next accessory you get is the charging and data syncing cable, which is around 1 meter long. The next accessory you get is the charging adapter, which is the typical Samsung charger with 5V 1.55 ampere output rating, so no quick charging, and the USB port is on the side as usual, which is quite inconvenient. Last but not the least, there you get the battery, which is quite tall and it's rated 3300 mAh, which should be ample for this device. Well guys, that's all inside the box, and interestingly I did not find the S-Bike sticker I got with the Galaxy J3. This is an NFC sticker you can stick to your bike or helmet and just tap the phone to launch S-Bike mode. You can of course buy a sticker from the market and program to launch the app. So now let's get rid of these things here and have a close look at the device itself. The new Galaxy J7 2016 is a solidly built device with metal frame and chamfered edges, which feels quite solid in hand, and unlike the previous year's J7, it's not prone to scratches. In addition to that, the back now has got some metal finish, though it's totally plastic, and as you know, it has also got NFC support. Now let me give you a quick overview of the exterior portion design. First of all, you get a 5.5 inches Super AMOLED display with 1280 by 720 pixel resolution at 267 ppi, which is of course not exciting in 2016, but considering this is a Super AMOLED display, the color rendering and the black levels will be really great, and if you look closely you might notice the pixels, but from normal distance you are not going to complain. But still, a full HD screen would have been really nice considering the price is 16,000 rupees. You can even buy a Galaxy S5 at this price. Above the display you will find the 5 megapixel front-facing camera with f1.9 aperture, and there is even a front-facing LED flash. This camera can also shoot full HD videos. Just beside it you will find the ear speaker grill and also the sensors. Now just like the previous year's J5 or J7, this smartphone also doesn't have any kind of ambient light sensors, so no auto brightness. I really don't get this, but still people bought the phone, so Samsung didn't bother to include the sensors in this version as well. There is also no LED notification light. Below the display you'll find the capacitive back and app switcher. The push button home key is just in the middle. Of course, it's not a fingerprint sensor. The rear camera can shoot 13 megapixel images and record full HD videos. It's also accompanied by an LED flash. The loudspeaker grill is on the other side of the camera. There is nothing at the top, no secondary microphone, and the 3.5mm headphone jack is at the bottom. In the middle you will find the USB 2.0 port with OTG support, that is you can attach your pen drive, hard drive, your mouse and keyboard, etc. There you get your microphone hole. As usual, the power button is on the left and the volume rocker is on the right side of the phone. I really don't like this button placement because when you are using this phone with one hand, it's almost impossible to reach. Now let me compare this phone with couple of other devices. For example, I have here the Galaxy J5 and I have also a wide version of it. There you go, and as you know, J5 sports a smaller 5.2 inch screen and there are 3 color variants of Galaxy J series devices, that is gold, black and white. You can go for any of these, though I personally prefer the gold color. The white version is also quite beautiful, it's bright and the bezel is also silver color to match the body. Now I want to mention here, this gold color is not that much saturated. There I have the Galaxy J3 2016 with a much smaller 5 inches Super AMOLED display with HD resolution. Now guys, it's time to switch on the device, so let's remove the back cover and install the battery. This is a dual SIM device with 4G support and it takes micro SIM cards. There is an SD card slot as well and you can install up to 128GB cards. On the cover you are also getting the NFC tag reader. Well guys, there you go, the all new Samsung Galaxy J7 2016, and with the smart switch you can copy your content from your old device to this new device. Well, the interface is slightly laggy, I think. The screen is not following my finger as it's supposed to be. Might be the phone is still preparing. You are getting Flipboard integrated into your home screen, which you can of course remove, but let's first have a close look at the display. You can barely notice the pixels. I have with me the all new La 1S Eco, which is a 10,000 rupees phone and sports a full HD screen. Let's compare these two displays, and of course the full HD screen is looking smoother. 401 ppi is much better than 267 ppi. But regarding color rendering and viewing angles, the black level, the Super AMOLED should be better. But still, 720p resolution on a 16,000 rupees phone doesn't really sound good. Motorola's Moto X Play is another device with full HD resolution and almost the same price tag. Now as usual, before I open any application, let's quickly check the storage, RAM, etc. and also the Android version, which is fortunately the Android Marshmallow 6.0.1. It is the latest version, as you know. This is the benefit of getting a Samsung device. Now the storage on this phone is 16GB, and out of the box before installing any application I am getting good 10.87GB, which is really great because you are getting SD card support, and Android Marshmallow also allows you to merge your SD card with your internal storage, so no more storage problem. The RAM on this phone is updated 2GB, which should be ample for a mid-range device, and the free RAM at this moment is 811 MB. Which is not that bad actually, enough for playing hardcore games, and I've seen Samsung devices having less than 500 MB free RAM handling the super hardcore games on the Play Store. The battery on this phone is huge, 3300 mAh, and I cannot actually comment on the battery at this moment. You might be familiar with these very handy power saving modes. This ultra power saving mode is one of the best features on Samsung devices. There is also another feature called app power saving, that is, if any application is not being used for more than 3 days, that will be set to save power. So if you are looking for a smartphone with long lasting battery, then this Galaxy J7 might be a great choice. The lower resolution display is also helping here. Now you can also scan the device for adware, malware, etc. and the good thing is this smartphone also supports Samsung Minox, which is another great feature. You can maintain 2 profiles on this phone and separate your work and personal life. I will give you a demo of this feature in the full review, so keep in touch. Samsung devices are always very feature rich, and let me give you an overview of the main features. First of all, you are getting an outdoor mode, which is very handy under sunlight, and as you know, there is no ambient light sensor, so no auto brightness possible. Next, there is also screen mode, that is, there is an RGB sensor at the top of the phone, and this can help the phone setting the perfect color tone for the display considering the ambience lighting and the image on the display. You are getting theme support as well, which you can also access by pressing and holding on the home screen. Themes can change the overall look and feel of the interface, and you can download hundreds of these from the Galaxy App Store. Next, you are getting NFC, which you can also use for transferring data and also for paying using Samsung Pay. I have already shown you the Smart Manager, and you are also getting Do Not Disturb. You can allow exceptions for your favorite contacts and also for different type of notifications. I also want to talk about the Smart Dual SIM function, that is, you can get calls from the SIM 2 even when you are busy on the SIM 1. You will see a call waiting notification, that is, the call will be forwarded from one SIM card to other. Now, this Samsung device also features Samsung's one-handed operation, that is, just by triple tapping the home button you can shrink the whole display to your right or left for easier one-handed uses, and this is mainly handy if you are walking or carrying a bag on the other hand. There is one-handed input as well. In the dialer, as you can see, the dial pad has been shrinked, and again this will help you in one-handed access of the phone. This also works on the keyboard, calculator and unlocking pattern. You are also getting quick launch camera, that is, the camera can be launched anytime anywhere just by double tapping the home button. This works even when the phone is password locked and the screen is off. There is also Smart Alert, that is, when the phone is resting on the table, if you have any type of notification, when you pick it up the phone will vibrate, so you don't have to turn on the screen. There is also Easy Mute, that is, you can mute your incoming calls and alarms just by flipping the phone. So lots of nice features. Under lock screen and security, you will find Find My Mobile, that is, you can track your lost phone and also wipe clean the data. You might be familiar with pin window feature, which is here. With this, you can lock your recent application. Now, under privacy and safety, you are getting Send SOS message, that is, just by triple tapping your power key, you can send SOS messages to your near and dear ones and also attach pictures captured by the front and the back cameras. An audio message will be recorded as well. So this feature might be really very useful if you are in danger. You can also take a backup of the device into an external storage, and there is basically a dedicated app for that. This might come handy if you are switching phone. Under accessibility settings, there are a couple of nice options. For example, you can enable the home button to answer a call and also the power key to end a call. Very handy if you are wearing gloves or your hand is wet. There is also direct access notification reminder, and let me show you a simple trick. Enable direct access and grayscale. Triple tap the home button to turn the display into grayscale. Again, this might be useful for reading ebooks and browsing to enhance your reading experience and save battery. There are a couple of other features on the notification center. Let me give you a quick demo of the S-Bike mode. I have with me the S-Bike sticker of Galaxy J3, and I can just tap this sticker on the back of the phone to turn on the S-Bike mode. This is a one-time process, and there you go. This mode manages your incoming calls when you are driving a bike, and the caller will hear some message that you are riding and they need to press 1 if the call is urgent. Then you have to actually stop your bike because this mode also scans your speed and you cannot even use the phone when you are riding. So a very nice safety feature for millions of bikers of India, and you can also enable smart reply, which can include your estimated time to reach your destination. Along with this bike mode, you are also getting ultra data saving mode, which can save up to 40% of your mobile data using Opera Max. This works for both browsing and downloading. Now it's really great to see no bloatware on this J series device. Previous years J7, J5, even the 2016 version of J3 had lots of bloatware, some trial games which are quite bothering and you cannot uninstall those. Some standard Samsung apps are preloaded. You can download lots of smart apps from the Galaxy App Store and you are getting S Health preloaded. Some Microsoft apps are also loaded as well. So overall, this Galaxy J7 2016 is a feature-packed device, and I always prefer this type of features because this enhances your user experience a lot and does not hamper the performance of the device. The screen lag is almost gone, and so far this has been a very snappy device. I will try some hardcore games and upload a gaming review and of course a full review on this device, so don't forget to subscribe. I will show you some amazing tricks and also share with you the pros and cons, the battery performance, and also talk about some alternatives. Now let me check the camera as well. On paper, this camera is basically the same camera you got with the 2015 version of J7, which was really a great camera, and under good lighting condition the images are really great with very fast and accurate autofocus. Indoor shots are slightly noisy but okay for a device in this price point. I will share with you the camera samples on my Facebook page, facebook.com/gadgetsportal. There are lots of modes as expected, and the beauty phase as well as the pro mode are the most interesting here. Well buddies, we are almost at the end of this unboxing and hands-on review. The full review is on the way, so keep in touch. And overall, this Galaxy J7 is a fantastic device with numerous software features, and of course there are better devices with better display and specs. For example, I've shown you the Leica Love 1S Eco with a full HD screen. But I want to mention here, this phone overheats and the camera isn't good and the interface is just pretty bad. So there are lots of things you should actually consider before getting a device. I will use this J7 for a couple of days and make my final verdict on the full review, so keep in touch guys. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Shukesh and have a nice day.